but I will tweak it. I will tweak the front three. That's intent, that's sharpness, that's quickness, ability to find space. It just isn't there anymore. But no, you start by saying that was a flipping amazing goal.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Shout out to Pavkov, Milan Pavkov. I have to make an apology. I insulted Red Star Belgrade after they got destroyed by PSG in their game. I called them Red Star Brigade. I called them losers. I said they should be kicked out. I humbly apologize to everyone in Belgrade, Serbia, and so forth. I'm sorry, because I was wrong for what I said, and based upon what was an excellent performance, especially defensively in the second half against the Champions League finalists, Red Star Belgrade, and all the Belgrade fans, you should be proud. You should be amazingly proud of what you guys did. You, Belgrade, should be proud. Liverpool, what's up with the attack? Buvac, what up? Buvac, I mean, someone made the point that Buvac has left. He has been with Klopp all the way through the Dortmund days, and the attack just hasn't seemed the same. People will try and put blame. Should he have started with Firmino? How good has Firmino been this season? Storage, again, it happens. You have to put them away, boy. Rage, you've got to put those chances away, Rage. You have to put those flipping chances away. You know, I just, for Liverpool and their attack, it's... You see, people will call me a hater, but I want to first give a shout out to Belgrade, because the funny thing is that, before I saw it's what people were saying about the second goal. So on BT Sports, I think it was McManaman, or some of the people were saying, oh my gosh, the second goal that Belgrade scored, it should have been avoided. It was a very soft goal. I was like, okay, so I was assuming it was a defensive mistake. So guys, bias is a very dangerous thing. So I look at the second goal. That's an amazing goal. Yeah, there were mistakes. Ronaldo should have tackled him. Yes, they should have closed him down. That's an amazing goal. From where he shot, and then you had the cheek to say that Alisson should have saved that. Why don't you first congratulate and say, no, that's an amazing goal, and then talk about what could have happened? But no, you start by saying that was a flipping amazing goal. It wasn't a soft goal. It wasn't a goal that could have been avoided. That was an amazing goal because that was an amazing strike by your boy Pavkov. So Belgrade needs to be given credit because they got those two goals in the first half. Second half, they defended like crazy. The amounts of blocks they had, how hard they worked, how hard they hustled. Give those guys credit. Give those guys credit. But let us try and dissect what is happening with Liverpool right now. Did Shaqiri start this game? That's what I want to know. Lineups. Shaqiri did not start this game. Now, people don't want to listen to me. Fair enough, but I'll keep saying it. Liverpool fans, you don't have to listen to me. You need to change up, because what happened last season will not happen again this season. So you need to have a different approach. Shaqiri gives you all a different approach. So whether you have to sacrifice Salah, storage money, or well, not money, but you have to have a different approach. Shaqiri gives Liverpool a different approach because he's a different kind of player that makes Liverpool attack in a different sense. So why isn't he starting? There is no arguments for why Shaqiri should be used as a super sub when your first team are not cutting it. They're not making it happen. They're not cutting through the opposition the way that they should really be doing so. So that's a problem. That's a problem. So by starting Shaqiri, Liverpool, it gives them a different idea and a different approach going forward. It wasn't a great game from Liverpool. It wasn't a great game from Liverpool, but this has been coming. The loss has been coming. The loss has been coming because how much can you keep relying on that defense to hold firm? And it's been a long time. It's been quite a few weeks since Liverpool's attack has looked good. Salah, See, when I say 15 max and one season wonder, I'm not insulting Salah. I'm not insulting him. So but the fact of the matter is that this is a psychological issue. He is still thinking about last season. And the amount of pressure that the Middle East, Egypt, and people are putting on him, it isn't helping him. And I'm seeing a player who is overthinking and believing that, nah, I'm Salah, that's 40-goal dude. Nah, I need to be scoring, I need to be doing these things. People are expecting me to do things. No. And he needs to, and I just think that there is this target on his back. There is this expectation. And I think because of this expectation, it is making him make bad footballing decisions. So he needs to get last season out of his mind and just play freely. Let the game come to him and not start thinking about what I should be doing. Just do it. Play the game. Don't play the things outside the game. Play the actual game. Again, for Lallana, man, it's, you could see, and see now, and this is the point that the commentators actually said and made. So with Sturridge and Lallana, see, when you're not in the team that much and you don't have that much playing time, it's very hard to get into the groove and the rhythm for how this team works. It's a standard thing. Playing with these guys, you lose a step. You lose a step. But I think that before the game, so that's why I was like, there's no point even viewing the game, because I just assumed that, look, man, it's Red Star Belgrade. They're the weakest team in this group. They've only managed to get a draw against Napoli. Liverpool should be able to beat them. But again, the lack of cohesion definitely 100% showed. So I just think, for Klopp, it's a case of where you need a different approach. You need a different approach. And this is where it goes back to where you're going in the training ground. Because again, it's about balance. Life is about balance. I wouldn't completely abandon the front three, because that is a very important component and foundation as to how Klopp's Liverpool team has been successful. I wouldn't abandon it, but I will tweak it. I will tweak the front three. But the midfield is definitely an issue as well, because they definitely are missing what Oxlade-Chamberlain gives them, what Shaqiri could have given them. And this is where it goes back to the point of where Liverpool really should have gotten Fekir, because they're definitely missing an attacking midfielder who has a cutting edge in the final area. Ronaldo, Milner, Lallana, they don't have Henderson. These guys don't have a cutting edge in the final third. There's another guys who can break from midfield and really connect very well with that front three. So you needed the guy that breaks from the midfield and is confident, quick on the ball, good, has good footwork, and can be effective just outside of the D. Those dudes there, nah. So it's not happening for them. But I think the key thing is, see, this is the best thing that could have happened for Klopp. It's bad because you're now in a situation where you need to win 2 tough games. You need to go to Paris and win or get something. And this Napoli team are not... You lost to this Napoli. Forget about them not being an easy team. You lost to them. So Napoli at Anfield is going to be a difficult game. That's going to be a difficult game, and that may end up being a must-winning game for you all to actually come through the flipping group. So it is very... But the beauty about this is that with this loss... Their first, with this loss, which is obviously their second loss of the season, second loss in the Champions League. Pause for thought, because see, the Napoli loss was like, look, it's Naples, it's a team that you're competing against, fair enough, but it's like Red Star Belgrade, a team who you should be beating. It's even more so where, all right, we need to take a pause, take stock, and we need to change the approach. Shaqiri has to be implemented much more into this team. Maybe Sturridge needs to play more. Maybe Salah needs a word. Maybe Mane needs to play the number 10 position. Maybe he should be the guy that breaks from midfield, because Mane is definitely more the most dynamic and most tangible and malleable outside of him, Firmino, and Salah. Maybe he needs to move midfield, but there needs to be a rethink, because I'm looking at this Liverpool team and they're in the danger of being predictable. They're in the danger of being predictable. It's a situation where oppositions will look at them and say, okay, we know how these guys attack. We know how they move the ball around. and we know how to defend against it. There's nothing that they do that can be unpredictable. I can catch us unawares, and that's a very bad situation to be in. So that's the thing. Firmino isn't working. Salah is overthinking. Mane is still amazing, but he's not really the Mane that has been of last season. Guys are not really playing to their standards. So, and this is a case of where, again, you look at what Conte did with the whole Chelsea thing. Like, they're not playing badly over what's because, again, this was a bad game. This was a bad day at the office. But it's not as if they've been playing badly for like 5, 6 games. But this is definitely a case of where, you know what, maybe you need to address the shape, the approach, different people's positions, and get back to being intensive and trying to find space. Because what Liverpool did so well last season was they were very intensive. They ran like crazy. They had amazing energy, and they always found space. They always found opportunities, and they really attacked with ferocious intent. That intent, that sharpness, that quickness, ability to find space, it just isn't there anymore. And maybe it's a case of where instead of enforcing that mind frame of last season, take a step back and say, all right, Shaqiri, can you play the number 10? Mane, can you play the number 10? Salah, come. I need you to change your game up. I need you to change your game up a bit. I need you to change your game up a bit. Because again, Salah, he had a very good opportunity to score. Very few opportunities, should have put the ball in. Again, Mane, maybe you need to sharpen up. Sharpen up right now. Because again, you're not really affecting the game in ways that we want you to, because Mane, you can play a lot better. So guys are playing below their level. So it's tough. So Liverpool, man, 2 must-win games. And it's going to be exciting to watch to see whether they can do it. And I just remembered why Shaqiri wasn't actually brought into the game based on the whole Serbian conflict and everything. But again, man, that game needed Shaqiri. That game needed Shaqiri. So obviously, like, I learned about this after actually I recorded the video, but I just want to just to put this in there, is that's a tough one. Obviously, you didn't want. That's a tough one because again, you bring him in. There's all this stuff that could happen. But at the end of the day, this is football. He is a member of your team, and he is a crucial member of a team who you could have used in that pitch. So I just feel that, look, man, we're playing a bloody football game. Security, policemen, do your work. UEFA, do your jobs. Okay? Whether guys are pissed off or anything, like Figo, when he went to flipping Real Madrid and a pig's head and stuff was thrown at him, he lived. Obviously, this is a lot more intense because this is now very political and stuff, but it's a difficult one, man, because again, it's like this. It's football. He's part of the team, so he should be in there. But at the same time, I mean, look, man, it's like with the whole because I don't know the politics. I don't want to say anything. What if he goes and something happens before the game, during the game, or even after the game? But it's just one of those crazy things where, like, because again, as I said in my pre-match, my review, Shaqiri should have started that game. Shaqiri was needed either starting, brought on, or he was needed in some way because they needed his brains and his footballing ability and his number 10 ability to try and change and affect the game differently. But it's a difficult one, man. Should they have risked taking him or not? Should they have actually risked taking him? That's crazy because they needed him. But at the same time, that's... Comment below, man. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot patron page. Peace. Thanks for watching the video. For even more analysis, head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.